So, yeah. We get this bonus to research the Panzer III and get the Panzer IV really quick. So let's see. Panzer III is 1939. So I do think I want those early. So I don't want to get this because I'm going to get big bonuses to getting it later. Meanwhile, I could try to get support battalions. A maintenance company for my armored divisions wouldn't be bad. But you know what? Germany doesn't have the manpower resources that Soviet Union has. Because the next step up on conscription is considerable. And it starts hurting us. So I think one of the first things I want to get is military field hospitals for all my infantry divisions. I switched over to Germany because we finished the USSR stream. Like I said, I think there's a thing that the USSR can do, which they probably won't be able to do in the patch. I think they've got a balance fix for that, which is they can switch their factories way too fast. So, I haven't actually done any German plays yet, but I do have some ideas of what I want to do. Getting the Rhineland back gives us political power, army experience, but this gives us maximum infrastructure. I want to get to industrial effort ASAP. That's really quite useful. Decisions. The West Wall isn't terribly valuable at the moment. 2, 4, 6. That's 12 civilian factories. That's a lot. I think I need it. But I'll take Rhineland first to get the political power. Then we'll do that. Okay. So we got free civilian factories. Yes, we certainly do. Let's see. Well, let's put them... there. And then we'll start constructing military factories. We don't have as much room as we might want. Not nearly as much as the Soviet Union, Jesus. But we will get all of Austria and most of Czechoslovakia soon. This is a pre-release copy given to a lot of popular streamers and YouTubers. I was also lucky enough to get one. Ha ha ha, didn't. Alright. I think we can start going at speed 4 as soon as I figure out what I want to spend my military factories on. Infantry equipment. I mean, Opel Blitz, the motorized is going to be needed for a long time. But infantry equipment is very important too. So is support equipment. Artillery is also quite important. I like close air support. And tactical bombers aren't bad. But I feel like fighters are more important. Alright. Thank you. No divisions in basic training. Well, we'll fix that. Our regular infantry division is not bad. Not bad. With the artillery and the engineers, it's pretty good. We'll start training 2 of those right off the bat. And then we're going to let it go. And we're going to start looking at putting some basic infantry into groups here. I don't know what the theater's names are going to be yet, so I'm going to leave it at that. guess we'll put them here. This will be the west wall. And we'll give them a sort of... Do we have a defensive doctrine guy? Yeah, max entrenchment. Oh, he's got both. I don't think we want von Rundstedt be stuck on the west wall. Walter Modell. Only at level 1, huh? We got quite a few leaders here. Quite a lot. What is that? Fortress Buster. I guess we could put him on the west wall in case he ever has to attack the Maginot Line. I don't think that's a good idea, though. For now, that's what we're doing. Okay. Then we've got mountain armies. Anytime that we do anything in the Balkan areas, we're going to want those mountain armies to be part of it. So let's give them their own division. Let's see if I have any other mountain armies besides that one. Nope, that's the only one. That's a very big mountain army there. We'll put them on the border with Austria, even though they're not really, you know. What does the mountain army consist of? Not a lot of troops. Not a lot of troops. We'll have to adjust that soon enough. Before the USSR, I had played one other USSR game and an Italian game. So basically about 20 hours worth before last night. Before the stream started last night. Oh, I hate starting with these cavalry things. I don't want them. I don't want them. We'll switch them out for a regular infantry division. There is plenty of time to deal with that later. I don't need to put troops on the border with Poland. We're going to be friends. Poland's my friend. Just like I'm going to boost my party popularity with Poland. And we're going to improve relations. And then we're going to trade them Slovakia for Danzig. And then we're going to invade the Soviet Union. Together. Together we will invade the Soviet Union. Meanwhile, Romania. Romania. We need you to be more fascist. We're starting off the political things much earlier. As Germany, you get so much more power to do that. Let's do the Anschluss. Oh, we need 550,000 manpower in divisions. Okay. Well, that's a good way for them to do it. I wish I knew how many manpower I have in my divisions. I think actually I can learn that. Oh, the Spanish Civil War is broken out! Give a second. Let's get nationalist Spain to be our friend. So does it say... I have 30 divisions, but how many men? Doesn't say. Wait, does it say if I do this? How do I know how much manpower I have inside my divisions? Huh. This is a good question. Was there a thing in there that tells me what I'm currently at? No. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep building some units and find out. So first... Tank designer. Reliability and soft attack or max speed and reliability. Ooh, I wouldn't mind soft attack, but... What's the other option? Industrial concern. Research time. Synthetic research time. Very good. Yeah, let's get the industrial research time minus, but the synthetic research time minus as well. Oh, yes, turn off day-night cycle. That is annoying. Ah, and I need to get some divisions ready to go to... How many can I send to Nationalist Spain to help? 2, limited by my number of divisions. Alright, these guys are going to be their own little division. These are going to be our volunteers to go over. Actually, no. Aren't we just going to... send some panzer divisions over, obviously. And we'll have one of our good panzer division leaders, Rommel, who is also a trickster, which is great. A fantastic trait. Send volunteers. We could give him a little lend-lease as well. We're producing some... We'll give him 10% of our infantry equipment per day for a while. Just to help him out. Alright, so I guess we need to start deploying more infantry sooner. And what else do I want? Some motorized divisions? Those are pretty awesome. What are they missing? They're missing infantry equipment and motorized equipment. It'll come. One of the things we can try to build is a synthetic refinery. I will wait until we capture Austria and build some down there. I don't want it to be available for the British to bomb. Alright, our volunteers arrive down in Nationalist Spain April 1st. I don't think giving them fighters gets us air experience. Does it? You think sending them lend-lease of fighters gives us air experience? Let's find out. Now, where's our volunteers? There they are. I think we want these panzer divisions to try to push down to Madrid. It's going to be a different fight in the Civil War this time with only 2 divisions instead of 5. But man, we are plowing through these poor Spanish defenders. Ooh, we got some electromechanical engineering here. Electrochemical, electromechanical, whatever. Go, go, Gadget Panzer Division! No, I don't think you can put your planes on Spain's airports. Air wings engage in battle, or if you have lend-leased equipment to your allies' wars. Yeah, it says so. So maybe they just need to receive the equipment. It gets sent on like a monthly basis. If you look here, deployment. 5% of our Messerschmitt Bf-109s. Are we not producing any? I thought we were. Yeah. Oh, we're producing 1 per week, so 5% is not a lot, as it turns out. Can we trade some oil? We're badly in need of it. Let's trade with the Soviet Union. 3 factories to give us enough oil. And then trade for a little bit of rubber, not a lot. Yeah, two civilian factories down. Oh, I hate that. I hate that a lot. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, we're widening this front so that we don't get trapped in Madrid. Yeah. I had 5 million manpower as the Soviets, and I never lost it. I never had to having to change my recruitment policies. Yeah, war economy is a good idea. We have partial mobilization to start. See, this is what I think they need to change. I think if you look at recruitment, see the conscription laws? If you start at limited conscription, you can go down to volunteer only or up to extensive conscription, which, by the way, please, somebody explain to me why this has never been fixed. How come disarmed nation isn't over here? So it should go disarmed nation, limited conscription, volunteer only, or sorry, it should be disarmed nation, volunteer only, limited, extensive, service by requirement, all adults serve, scraping the barrel. Like, that's how it should go. But they're, like, turned around. That needs to be fixed. That's my current prediction. But yeah, partial mobilization will definitely go to a war economy right away. We're going to collapse on Madrid from 2 sides. So far it seems to be working. Listen, it doesn't matter if we're attacking with panzers in the mountains because other guys have so little actual equipment, it does not matter. Our advantages are so huge. The terrain penalties just aren't enough. Like, we're going to get terrain penalties for fighting in the city. Like, minus 60% of our attack because we're fighting in the city. But look, their defense is so weak because their experience is crap, and they just don't have any equipment. 27% strength in men and equipment. When the war breaks out, the Spanish have way little equipment everywhere. Both sides. There's a few divisions, like this one has full equipment, that one's full equipment. Actually, a lot of the nationalists have full equipment. The Republicans don't have a lot of full equipment guys. And someone earned themselves a ban. Congratulations! Madrid has been captured. I don't want to cross the river at the moment. Alright, so can we do the Anschluss yet? No. Oh, here we go. Army, 378,000 men. So that's where I can see how much manpower I have. That has been deployed. So something tells me this is not going to cut it. Let's get some Panzer Divisions training as well, then. Doesn't really matter to me where. Come on, nationalists. Oh, just sitting here. Why aren't you doing anything? Because the game is paused, idiot. The game is paused. Let's see. Alright, we got 40, 50 people on YouTube there. Or not on YouTube, on Twitch. Alright, now, damn it, I don't know about concentrated versus dispersed here. Because I know that the UK and the US are going to try bombing me, so I feel like dispersed is good, especially because it also gives you those bonuses to efficiency retention. So that's what I'm going to go with. They've got a few troops in the northern border there for some reason. Now, because they're not occupying Madrid, which is what they should be doing, I have to leave my precious, useful attacking tank army. No, you know what? You're right. If I'm going to try not to fight the Allies, concentrated industry is better. That's a good point, chat. You win a cookie. Let's see, we've got 205 concurrent viewers at the moment. Good deal. So we've tried to max out our civilian production as soon as we can, but it is still weak. The Soviet Union just has so much more room, and I was able to just build it all. I built all of it before we even fought the Germans, basically. Almost all of it. Alright, well, we got a cut-off unit here, if we can do it. If they're unable to penetrate, we will lose 50% less organization and take 50% less damage, which is great. That's the advantage of armored divisions. So even though we're attacking in bad terrain, this hilly terrain, because they don't have any anti-tank weaponry, they can't do anything against our panzers. Alright, Liz. More cookies if you can keep giving me... I mean, I really don't want to leave Madrid empty. But let's see if I can do that. Get them in a pocket. I wish some frickin' infantry would come and deal with Madrid. This is their current plan, by the way. This is the Spanish plan. Ooh, they got across the river down there. That's good. We trapped 3 divisions so far. So we got Madrid. Maybe if we can get Barcelona, they'll capitulate. Because those 2 are a huge chunk of their victory points. How's the Polish politics going? I guess we gotta go check that out, huh? You mean in terms of the coup? / whatever. Not going well. Very slowly. I'm going to do also improving our relations with them. Soon. What are we missing here? Motorized and light tank. Yeah, because some of those are going to start coming online soon. Alright, let's get back to what's going on down here in Madrid. If I help you crush this guy, will you then move on to, you know, doing more important things? Like, my tank army shouldn't be sitting in Madrid. Somebody come take over. Please. They are completely surrounded. They're out of supplies, but they do have entrenchment. So at least there's that. I don't want to do this across the river penalty, but I think I might have to. No, we get this right over here, this opening. That should be good. I was the Russians last night, but I wound up winning the war in 2 hours, so we're going to try as the Germans now and see how things go. The US never even made it into the war, which is interesting. Because I've seen other games that streamers have been posting since last night where Germany's done a lot better than they did in my game. I'm not sure why. It's just those random things that happen sometimes. It's what makes Paradox games interesting. It's the replayability. Alright, let's get there. Oh no, they're covering the hole. Shucks. Alright, logistics companies, probably not necessary yet. Let's start on our land doctrine. Oh, they're attacking Madrid, but we're holding off. Well, I made Germany capitulate. I didn't finish off Italy and Japan, but it was really just a matter of time. Japan had already lost the entire war against China, and Italy was going to be easy peasy. I'm sure there'll be a lot of balance patches. Like, after 3 patches, Stellaris is going to be an amazing game, and I bet you after 3 patches, this is going to be an amazing game, too. They are, like most games, they come out a little bit earlier than they probably should. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. Uh-oh. Our poor tank division is being attacked from multiple sides there. Can we get across the river now that they've weakened themselves by attacking us? I think we can. But this tank division is going to need some organization after. Alright, so we've got the industrial effort that I had been hoping for. That will finally give us the build-up on the industry. We need 550, we're at 421. It's still not a lot of manpower. Is it possible to play as Austria and not get annexed as Germany? I think some people had been asking that in the stream, and they said yes. So, it seems like the answer is yes. Uh-oh. My armor's a little cut off right now. It's okay. The guy that cut us off is now trapped in a pocket himself, so... Just saw a random horse behind my tank? What? Let's get across this river. The Games of the Olympiad. This tank is getting attacked from multiple directions, which isn't great. I really want to take my tanks and go after Barcelona. Oh boy, the north is getting lost pretty heavily right now. So, we're going to try to go and move towards the north. Oh, we forced the Spanish fleet to use its embiggening ray. Drive to Valencia, cut off their retreat. 2 more divisions down. These guys trapped in a pocket on the coast. Can we drive to Barcelona? I don't know if we should. Probably we can. This battle's harder, because we're running low on organization. But so are they. Tanks go way I am going on speed 3, so take it with a grain of salt. Or speed 4, rather. Most of the other footage that I've been showing you was on speed 3. But since I only have these 2 tanks to micro... Actually, some of it was on speed 2. But with only 2 tanks to micro, you know, speed 4 is fine. I wonder why that guy's taking attrition that way. I'm trying to open this wider so they can't cut off my tank that's going for Barcelona. Oh, that guy's running away so fast! Industrial effort is complete. Industrial effort 2. More civilian factories, please. The French are moving along the border. They are worried. Now that I've driven along the coast with my panzer divisions. So the question is, can I claim anything from Spain? Not in this civil war. I don't think there's anything that Germany can claim. I know Italy gets claims on Spain in their focus tree. Oh, there's a Soviet tank division right there. Alright, so, oh boy, we're almost losing Madrid. We are losing Madrid. We did lose Madrid because our Republican, or no, nationalist allies are just awful at everything. Are we out of supply? Oh boy. The fucking Russians cut us off from supply. So we need to win this war, this particular fight here, and win it fast. Oh boy, I may have gotten in over my head here. I thought I cut off 4 divisions, but instead I'm getting cut off by the damn Russian tanks. We can get them back in supply if I can do this. Yes. Alright, there's the nationalists that are chilling over in the corner doing nothing for some reason. But we did get them back in supply. I just want Barcelona. It's worth victory points. Get it. I think... Did we trap the Russian tank? Has it gone too? We're going to go back from Madrid here. I'm going to try to make sure that this is called the Ziggy maneuver. To make sure this is our one tank, our one division front, making sure there's no enemies in our way. Path of Exile's new league is starting tomorrow. Is that so? Extraction, Excavation 1, not a bad idea. I think we're behind on a few resources that we do produce. I mean, we produce a tiny bit of oil. Chromium, we only barely produce any. Tungsten, we only barely produce any, so excavation can help us. Where's my other tank division? There it is. Let's see. We're doing the infantry doctrine thing. Let's get this. And we've got enough power. Now's a good time to do armor research. Reliability and soft attack, or reliability and max speed? Difficult. This is normal division, normal difficulty, yeah. I think reliability and max speed is more valuable to me. I still have a more political power, huh? A theorist. Mobile warfare expert might be the one we want to hold on, get to. Ooh, that's actually great. Heinz Guderian, I like him better. Even though he doesn't speed up our research time on the doctrines, he's still quite valuable. Now, why are they doing so well against us here? They're surrounded, but there are 2 of them. It's just going to take a while for us to beat them down. Industrial effort 2. Okay, we're going to need to take a moment because I don't know quite where to go from here. We can't do Anschluss yet. Still quite a ways away. So I think we need army innovations and treaty with the USSR. Jeez, there's so many bonuses to speed on the German side. Operation Zigzag. Tactics. Alright, so things are going well here. Let's just clean up all of this territory so that they can't, like, retreat there if they get a breakthrough. I think if we take Madrid, they might surrender. So I'm just going to bring my other Panzer Division over, and I think that'll make it happen. Close quarters storm and close quarters defense. Is that enough? Yep, there it is. We didn't get quite as much army experience because we ended the Spanish Civil War pretty quickly, I think, there. Yeah, and we do need to deploy more guys soon. And part of that is we need a lot more motorized equipment and a lot more tanks if I want to keep that happening. I guess just regular infantry units, we can continue to speed that up by opening these. And motorized. No, motorized, no. Let's see. Yeah. Soon we will start producing regular military factories. We have a couple of people buying trade from us. What do we produce a lot of? Steel. We have a huge surplus in steel. In the end. Does Denmark consider to have straits here? No. That's interesting. So control of Denmark, I think. Oh, there are. The Danish belts. So interesting. So yeah, controlling one side. Due to our neutral relations with all controllers, everybody can pass. So that's why you take Denmark and or Norway. But what about Poland? No real significant change. Oh, jeez, I'm looking at the wrong thing. The fascist is growing. I was looking at the red because we were doing the communist one last time. Yeah, that's what I did. I queued up a bunch of infantry divisions. What do we have for infantry equipment? 7,000 still? I'll add one more unit here. I'm hesitant to do it too much, because what do they require? They require infantry support and artillery equipment. I really would like to get the Opel Blitz motorized stuff happening sooner. We'll at least do that. Poland will be Uber allies. Yeah. I don't know about that. Maybe. It's 1937. Boom. There we go. Army size 556,000. So we will be able to do the Anschluss right now. And then we can go back to the treaty with the USSR. And the Sudetenland requires 750,000. I don't know why you'd ever pick befriend Czechoslovakia. I really need those factories. Like, Czechoslovakia is not going to be as valuable to me as those factories are. But I guess if you want to roleplay things... Can't do the Anschluss until this is done. Everybody was complaining because Germany didn't immediately start researching around the Maginot in that France game that the devs did. But you can't change your national focus once you've started it. And the war with Spain happened after Germany had started a different national focus, so they could not do around the Maginot until after that focus ended. It was like a couple of months. You can stage a coup with as much support for the fascists as you want, but the more support you have, the more successful it is likely to be. Now it's time... Not quite? Wait, why don't I meet the requirements? 550,000 manpower in divisions in the field. Oh, they're not in the field yet. Is that why? 568,000? I'll wait a couple of seconds then, because these guys are going to deploy. So yeah, what if I were to do this? Does that make it work now? No. What do you mean, no? The 68 must include all training divisions, I guess. Dang it. Can't do it yet. What if we do these two? Even though, you know, they're mostly trained. Ahead of time penalty on this. Research, I don't know about that. Let's look at air units and air doctrines. Air doctrines wouldn't be bad. Battlefield support is good. Although, historically, I feel like they would have had operational integrity. But anyway. Alright, why don't we do, then, going for the extra research slot. Air Innovations 2. Let's go with the treaty with the USSR so that I can start getting the armor bonuses. We tried 40% before. It didn't quite work out, but we'll see. We're also... I thought I was already improving relations. I can probably only go to 100 or something like their normal game limitations. The Wunderwaffe. Nukes and rockets. Land Doctrine. 3, 4, and 5. A lot of research bonuses for armor. What did I say? I was going to hold on... No, I didn't want to, because I got Guderian instead. Material Designer. Artillery, infantry, or motorized research time. You know, I do want to get mechanized units. I really do. They're pretty damn powerful. We're crawling along here, though. Available planes and... I don't care. We're not going to do a fight yet. Not until probably 1940 we'll try to invade the Soviet Union. They're on the Great Purge already in 37? Oh, that's awful. I was hoping they would wait. They're not going to be as weak as I'd have hoped. Okay. So... we're going to want to aim for 1939, maybe. At the very least, very early 1940 needs to be invading the USSR. Getting those factories and getting those resources is of utmost importance, specifically the ones right here in the Ukraine region. Decent amount of oil, some chromium and steel, no tungsten until you get way down here to Rostov, though. But I get a little bit of tungsten in Czechoslovakia. And we got another one for this, Elastic Defense. Let's continue down that path there. We want to have very good land doctrines when we go into the Soviet Union, because we won't have much else to give us an advantage. I guess tech. We're going to have a tech advantage, too. They went collectivist propaganda this time, which counteracts the Trotskyite plot. Now, I don't know what we're doing with our convoy, with our yeah, let's, I mean, submarine's not bad. And I kind of do want to build a German Navy that's just strong enough to hold the Baltic. So let's see what we can add to that. Light Cruiser 2. How's our Navy look, actually? 15 destroyers is not a lot of destroyers. This treaty will be the stepping stone to the future. Excellent. So yeah, infinite destroyers, I think. If we wind up getting more dockyards. Anschluss is still no good! Don't meet the requirements. How can you say this? How? There's 625,000 people in my army. It says so right there. Ugh. Now that I have the ability to get the Panzer research, which is 100% reduction in ahead of time penalty, which is great. We're going to try not to get any Panzer 3s and just go straight for Panzer 4s, though. I mean, why not? Alright, air innovations then. We need to get that extra research slot ASAP. If we can't do the Anschluss, we need that. Maybe when all these guys pop out, we'll suddenly have enough to get the Anschluss happening. No, I'm going to befriend Poland. I'm going to try to bring Poland into the Axis. And we can both invade the Soviet Union together. We'll see. That's the plan. That's the plan. Rule the world. You and me. Anyway. Alright, so the West Wall, I believe, gave us some fortresses over here, right? Yeah. It's not nearly as strong as the Maginot Line, but, you know, it's not nothing. Let's see. Rommel's in charge of this army. Seems like a good thing to have him in charge of. Although maybe the army should be composed entirely of panzer divisions. And we'll have the SS be a separate army at the moment. Rundstedt. He's a field marshal, though. Guderian. Trickster. Oh man, I love tricksters. And Manstein is very good as well. Why don't we have some motorized mixed in with each army? So the other motorized that we had over here. Ooh, she made it. So this will be Manstein. He's not a field marshal right now. Okay. And we'll have Manstein just kind of chilling over here so that we can have any new ones deploy there. And we got research slots. It's 37, so let's get our concentrated industry stronger. put a couple of oil synthesizers over there. Sympathizers? Are you an oil sympathizer? Aircraft designer. I love close air support. I love it. But do we just want Messerschmitt to make our fighters that much stronger and just have standard close air support? I think we do. National focus. Anschluss is ready! At last! Time for a coup, you think, huh? $43 to $44. Yeah, I think we could do it. Okay. Cancel, boost popularity, stage a coup. Fascist in Danzig, Poznan, Krakow. Krakow seems like a good place. We'll send him a bunch of equipment. Alright, we finally have 36 civilian factories building stuff up now, so we can get those military factories coming out. Alright. Artillery. Get this researching. And as soon as Panzer III is done, we can start researching Panzer IVs, I think. Production cost is 13 versus 12. How much is the difference between these tank destroyers? Let's see. The piercing is quite significantly better. Yeah. I don't know what a Panzer... Jagdpanzer, that's what it is. Jagdpanzer. Oh, I need to unpause again. I don't know why it keeps getting paused. Austria is happening. Alright. Let's speed on through here and see what there is to see. So after Anschluss, we won't be able to do Demand Sudetenland for quite a while. Oh, Yugoslavia is the one that owns Slovenia. Is that this part here? That is Slovenia. That's an extra couple of slots of factories. We could potentially demand that from them. Reassert Eastern claims gets us Memel, Danzig, and Poznan. But we don't need to go down that track. Memel is not bad. Improve national spirit. Now this one's really interesting. Look at this. You start out with the bitter loser trait, which gives you a 50% chance for ideology drift to not happen. It protects you against it, so fascism is stronger, right? But if you manage to occupy Paris and London as the Axis, or your faction does, then you can translate it to triumphant will, which gives you +1 political power gain. Which is pretty insane. So if you have a successful sea lion, then you can improve your national spirit. Silent Workhorse, is that the one that just gives you a little bit extra political power? Dive bombing's done. Yeah, I don't know. It's no better for Germany than anybody else, but they did improve it to 15%. That's better. Because Germany produces the same base of +2 per day. So 15% extra from Silent Workhorse would be an extra an extra 0.3 political power per day. I don't really need that much. I've already got all the extra from Hitler. I don't know if do I want to continue down this tree? Or is there something else I should be doing? Not yet. 1940 is still way too far away for that. I could research heavy cruisers. The Hipper class heavy cruiser. I think I'm going to do that and start trying to produce some heavy cruisers just so that I can control the Baltic Sea. Because if I can do that, I might be able to do some, like, naval invasions of Leningrad or something crazy. No, Anschluss is activating. Look, it's got 2 days left. And as soon as that finishes, then it's gonna... There it is. How can anyone say that Austria is not German? How? How? See, look how much political power you're getting. Political power up the wazoo here. So, Sudetenland is available. Awesome. Yeah, we want to demand Sudetenland right now. Now, there are political guys that I might look into. Political power gain, ideology, drift, defense... War industrialist, military factory and dockyards faster. Armaments organizer, no. No. Captain of industry is not bad either, but ooh, refinery construction speed plus 10%. Let's do that. The next one we'll get is the war industrialist, I think. Air experience was because I believe I got air innovations or something. Yeah, I did air innovations, gave me air experience. Okay, so now on our constructions, I can put a few more of those. And hide a bunch of military factories way far away. Concentrated industry will give me more factories all across the territory. So let's see, when is this coup going to be ready? September 7th, 1938. Quite a ways away. It takes a long time. We already sent them all the infantry equipment that we could send. Now, resources. Insufficient oil and rubber. Well, that's why we're building these synthetic plants, isn't it? As soon as this construction's done, I'm going to bring the synthetic plant up to the top. There we go. So how long will that take? January 1938, so quite a while. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think those... If I were to buy the game, when I was looking... Before I determined whether I was going to get a pre-release key or not, I had determined that I was going to get the Cadet Edition. There was just no reason for me to pay the extra money, personally. Panzer... 421 days. That's a ways away. Let's hold off on that just for a little while. Continue on construction or... Excavation's not bad. Especially because we just got some tungsten from the Anschluss, I think. No. Oh, it's Czechoslovakia that has the tungsten. Oil needed 5. Well, as soon as that synthetic refinery comes online, it'll be better. So the thing is, this just lets you build more synthetic refineries per state, which is a really shitty thing. Like, you can just build one in every state, but if you wanted to concentrate them somewhere, then you could. Yeah, we'll get the Panzer IVs after concentrated industry is done. 60 days, then we'll get that. As long as I don't forget. You ever forget? It happened to me. Alright, so the coup of Poland is happening. So this is what I want to go down. I want Danzig for Slovakia, and then befriend Poland. Which actually gives them fascist support. So I could have waited until then, but I'm doing it now. Yeah, the end date is the end or beginning of 1948. I'm not sure which one. All right, so I've got these two sort of mechanized divisions. Let's actually organize that here. And then this is Mech Army 2. And the mech armies will be spades to make things a little easier. Oops. And then standard infantry army here. We'll make this army group south. And we'll split off others as needed. This will be army group north. And the mountain army will be army group Caucasus? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And the west wall is the west wall. So I think that I am going to want... Yeah, I mean, I could change the title of the thing. Who cares? Does it matter? German military mission to China. German military mission has been present in China for a number of years. This is naturally some concern to the Japanese, given their present war against China. They are demanding the immediate withdrawal of all German support to the Chinese. So that, nothing happens to us. We don't care. Japan likes us more. Why would we ever fuck with Japan? I don't know. I don't get it. We'll recall him. Make Japanese happy. 3:55. The stream's going to be ending soon. I'm going to pick it back up at 7 o'clock, which is in about 3 hours from now. Why is Japan a bad ally to have? They screw around with the West, which is great. I want them to do that. Keep the West occupied while I take out the Soviet Union, and then I can deal with the Allies. Well, it doesn't matter. The Munich Conference. Sudetenland state is now a core of German Reich. This is a historic day for Germany. Sudetenland. Eastern Sudetenland? It's all one. Oh, is it this one? Eastern Sudetenland, yeah. So that gives us a whole bunch more factories, which is great. In fact, it filled up our factories perfectly, and now we've got an extra. Hold on. Close air support. Ju-87. Or more fighters. If we get any more dockyards, which we will when we get Danzig, I want heavy cruiser 2s start popping out. Now, here's some good questions. Where do we go from here? I think we want to keep going down this and try to get Danzig for Slovenia and then befriend Poland. I mean, we started a coup in Poland. No, the Krakow didn't come from Poland. It's right here. And that's still not until September 7th, 1938. In fact, the coup would be much more successful if we waited for that national focus. But screw it. Let's see what happens. Oh, geez, the next national focus I really should get. So this is Hungary gets the Vienna Award. But that's... the reason you do that is so that you can get the Czechoslovakian state completely under your control. Concentrated industry is great. Now let's go look at Panzer IVs. So, ship designer. Atlantic Fleet Designer's carrier and capital ship rating is screens and submarines. I don't know. I guess that one. And that's interesting, because that's what I wanted to find out. Is the Hipper class going to come out with the bonuses provided by that? Or... because I put it on there after it started researching, does it not get those bonuses? So that's something to check out later. Supreme Ruler Ultimate wasn't created by Paradox. I think it might have been published by them, though. Yeah, we're going to try to go anti-communists. Lebensraum. And it turns out, you know, Poland, while technically could be giving me a bunch of stuff. I'm going to get a bunch of stuff, right? I don't have to occupy Eastern Poland to get a bunch of stuff. I can take the Danzig corridor. I can take Poznan and Danzig, which have a lot of slots in them. And then I'll keep Poland as an ally, and they'll give me some extra military units. And I'll give them Eastern Slovakia or something here, is I think the result of that. All right. It is basically 4 o'clock here, guys, so I am going to cut the stream, but I will be back in 3 hours. You can watch on Twitch TV/Bridger15 or YouTube.com/Sound Strategy Network/live, I think works. But if you can just click on the channel and see upcoming streams, it's also there. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to grab some food, and we will try invading the Soviet Union tonight and see what happens.